Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrances. If you use that $40-ish and $100 range, most of these are way less than that. A good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. All three of these I got for you here today are a common find at the local rack store, and these three really surprised me a lot. So let's just go ahead and start things off with one that you always see. I mean, I see this thing all the time at Ross for 20 bucks. I'm talking about Paris Hilton for him. I kept seeing these reviews. This was back when I was starting this a little bit, and they would say, don't knock the name, don't worry about the name and stuff like that. Just get the thing. And this is actually a sticker. You can see the seam. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's like an actual seam right there. So you can feel the texture, but it's like, I believe that the bottle itself is smooth, regardless. The atomizer on this thing shoots out with some pressure, kind of fat droplets, but it does the job okay. Cap is satisfyingly clicks into place pretty good. So with this, you get a hefty dose of mango and cucumber, tropical mango and cucumber. A touch, very slight touch of fig leaf. There's some cedar and the musk. And the musk starts to come out. It's a clean musk substantially in the dry down. It doesn't make the fragrance smell any worse. It does morph though from being so tropical, juicy, cucumber, mango-y type of thing to more of a woodsy, tropical, musky fragrance. Projection and longevity is right at average, about 5 hours out of this thing, which is great for such a fresh fragrance. If you like stuff like Nautica Voyage, then you'll like this. This is a very, it's in a good ballpark of Nautica Voyage by being a fresh, aquatic, tropical, cucumber smelling kind of a thing. Because Nautica Voyage doesn't have cucumber in it, but it does have a cucumber smell. That's pretty prominent in this. So really surprisingly good fragrance for the money. Very inoffensive. Great gift for like a teenager or something. Like if you got a 16-year-old son or something, you want to give him a fragrancer, you might hate the name, but he'll love the way that it smells. And you will too, probably. Up next, go with another summer freshie, because again, this is just on blind buys that really shocked me. And that's Tommy Bahama's St. Barts. This thing is a salty, tequila, aquatic, somewhat sweet, paradise, just, man, it's juicy, salty, lime, tequila, aquatic, a little bit of sweetness. There's like some vanilla in here, and it's just a very small amount of sweetness from being, to keep it from being just citrus dominant. This thing is so well crafted for what it is. It's an eau de cologne, so the performance isn't the best. It's not the best, but that eau de cologne kept me from getting these Tommy Bahamas for so long, because I was just thinking it was going to be terrible performance. And I got to be honest, it's really not. It's really not. It's like 4 hours or something. So it's not that bad of a performing fragrance, especially for being an eau de cologne. This thing is awesome for the gym, let me tell you. But even better than that, I always say that this one is like the poolside deck on a cruise ship, whereas St. Kitts is like the dinner party on a cruise ship. It's like the little bit more dressed up, creamy, kind of a nice tropical aquatic fragrance. Whereas this one is just a straight beach banger. This thing is tropical, fun. It's not tropical smelling, but it's appropriate for tropical weather. Like I said, salty, lime, tequila, sipping on a tequila underneath a coconut palm, lounge back on a white sandy beach near Siesta Key or something. So, excellent for the price, $19.99. Just such an inoffensive, wonderful smelling fragrance. Up next, Sherman's Signature. I have talked about this thing several times on this channel. Little texturization, little pattern, kind of like a Burberry style pattern. The atomizer lid does this cool like hydraulic shock. It like squishes down, but nice. The atomizer itself is decent on this. Nice little atomizer. This is the cheapest one out of the whole thing. This was, I think, $9.99 for this 50 ml, and I think 100 ml is like $14.99. So what you get out of this is it's green. It's got like green leaves. Also, a lot of cardamom, some violet leaf, leather, woods, a touch of oud. There's like a raspberry thing going on in this. It's like a sweet violet leaf version of Tom Ford's ombre leather. If you like ombre leather or any of the knockoffs of ombre leather, then you'll like this. Is it redundant to own them both? I kind of don't think so, because this goes in its own direction enough that it's not a one-to-one of ombre leather. Now I know a lot of, like, there's just so many ombre leather clones and stuff like that, but this is one of my favorite that's in that, you know, genre of that scent profile of ombre leather, especially for the price tag. So if you don't know what ombre leather smells like, it's sweet, mature, leathery, a little bit of spiciness, decent amount of cardamom, that sexy, spicy cardamom, very rich, deep, dark, amazing for the cool weather. This is not a high heat fragrance whatsoever. This is geared strictly for the cool weather. If you're in an office or something with this one, I would keep the sprays down to like 2 or 3, because this thing's actually pretty loud and it lasts a long time. For a cheap fragrance, this thing lasts a very long time. On me, like 9 hours. The dry down on this is a whole lot dustier than the opening. You get like more of a dry leather and it just becomes more dusty, but it's really nice. It's still very, very nice smelling fragrance in the extreme dry down. The opening is a bit fresher, juicier, and a little richer, I guess you could say. But overall, this thing really shocked me, especially for the price tag. And the other Ben Sherman isn't too bad. It smells like the woods or something like that. It's got a whole lot of woodsy smell to it. But yeah, that's 3 fragrances that really surprised me and are definitely worth rolling the dice on. This is the only one that isn't that safe of a blind buy, because it could be kind of offensive to some people. But if you have more of a developed nose and you're willing to kind of go out of the box and dip your toes into things like tobacco and your ouds and stuff like that, then check this one out, because this is in that ballpark of like an oud style fragrance without being very oud dominant. So the other 2, you can just buy them things. They're safe blind buys 100% all day long. So that's my final thoughts on 3 fragrances that really surprised me when I blind bought them. Didn't know what to expect, and yeah, I was very happy about the purchase, and I wear them like crazy. So with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always, and until next time.